Hello and welcome back to One Man on Sports. We're going to hit a little baseball today. Just kind of do a quick update on what's going on. Haven't done baseball yet this year. So get right into it. We'll just kind of go with some surprises and go with some disappointments. First of all, the big disappointment right now looks like it's going to be the Los Angeles Angels. Or Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, or California Angels, whatever you want to call them these days. 4-10 on the season with a starting lineup, or actually not a starting lineup, but a middle of the order lineup that is just as good as anybody in the league. To be 4-10, very disappointing. Not putting a whole lot of runs on the board. Inquiring Josh Hamilton, I think it's going to take a little time for him to kind of get used to playing in Los Angeles, switching teams, a little bit of a comfort level. Obviously, Albert Pujols coming from the Cardinals last year just isn't doing what he used to do with the Cardinals. I think time's starting to catch up to him, and he's obviously not providing the production like he used to when he was with the Cardinals. I still think that it's early in the season, although the 4-10, they can come back. Still a lot of baseball to play, but early on in the first 2 weeks of the season, they've got to be a big disappointment. Also, another disappointment is the Dodgers, who are 7-7 this year, with a great lineup on paper. But just like last year, just because it's on paper doesn't mean that it's actually very good out in the field. Obviously, losing Greinke in that fight is definitely going to hurt them quite a bit. Kershaw, though, is playing great, pitching really good. Looks like he's back to a Cy Young form from 2 years ago, and he seems to be the one big bright spot for them. That West Division is going to be really tough. The Padres always give the Dodgers problems. I'm real surprised with how the Diamondbacks and the Rockies are playing. I've got the Giants coming out of the West this year. I got the Dodgers as a wild card. The one team that's just playing hot baseball reminds me of when I was growing up and the days of Maddox and Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, is the Atlanta Braves. Atlanta Braves are just looking great this year. Their pitching's doing well, their hitting's doing well. The Upton brothers playing great baseball, timely hits. They really took it to Nationals, the 2 series that they had this year. Nationals are looking tough still. Strasburg doesn't look quite the form as he did last year. It could be, beginning of the season, just getting back into the rhythm. But Atlanta right now is the hot team. I had them as a wild card team with the Dodgers. It looks like they actually may win that division. So, and then you got, I believe it's the Cardinals leading their division. I haven't seen a whole lot of their games on or checked into them, but St. Louis is always up there. The Reds, Dusty Baker has really turned that team around the last couple of years, and they're playing very well. Now, over in the AL, which is a surprise with Granderson not playing, Jeter not playing, A-Rod, Teixeira. The Yankees have kind of the mash unit of spring training, playing really well. Quite surprising. CC had that one bad outing. Last 2 outings, he's played really tough. Seems to have the strike zone down. Is pitching really well. Yankees, big surprise. They're only a game and a half out with Boston. I didn't think Boston was going to be really the team out in the AL East. I thought it was going to be Toronto, which suffered a big injury, and Baltimore. Those 2 teams don't seem to be really have it going right now. So it's good for us baseball fans. Me as a Yankee fan, seeing Boston and the Yankees right there 1-2 adds a little more excitement to the season. Always does when those 2 teams go at it. Again, the Yankees, very impressed how their coaching staff has brought that team together. with some older players, some no-name players, some journey type players, and they're playing really well, playing really good. Detroit Tigers obviously doing well in that division, and so is the White Sox, and Kansas City's playing well. But we've seen this from Kansas City before. Start off well, just like the Pirates do in the AL or in the NL, and kind of slowly fade. Now in the West, like I said, you got the disappointment of the Angels, tied with Houston, 4-10, which with the Tampa Bay Devil Rays are kind of the last place team's worst records in baseball in the AL. So Oakland is playing real well. They've picked up where they left off last year, playing good baseball, timely hitting, good pitching, doing very, very well. Rangers are slowly kind of getting back into the swing of things. They've been the best in the AL West for the last couple of years. But Oakland, young team, up and coming, and they're continuing on with that winning ways of last year, especially towards the stretch, how they ended up winning that division. That was great baseball at the end. So these are my picks for this baseball season, although it's still early. I want to hear what you have to say. I had Toronto coming out of the AL East. I think it's actually going to be either Boston or the Yankees. I got Detroit, and I have the Rangers. I also have Oakland or Boston and the Yankees being in the wild card. Now in the National League, I've got the Giants winning the West. I still think they're the toughest team out there. They may not have the names, but they definitely have the talent. So I'm going with the Giants. I'm going with the Nationals. Although Atlanta's got that lead right now, I'm still going to go with the Nationals, and I'm going with the Cardinals. And my Atlanta Braves will be one of my wild card picks, and the Dodgers, even though they're only 7-7, and second to last place. So I see maybe the Giants or the Nationals coming out of the NL, and the AL right now, it could be Detroit or Oakland. You never know. But right now, those are my winners of the divisions in the wild card. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Baseball is just starting. We'll get more into that as the NBA season and the NFL draft winds down. That's coming up. So again, post your comments. One Man on Sports. Have a good day.